welcome to the Trading Bell. We are right here at Absa Queensway branch. There's a lot to know about this particular branch, but we'll be having a discussion as well with Moses Muthui to just get to understand a little bit about their premier banking and much more about what they're doing, especially when it comes to consumer banking. Come with me as we have that conversation.
Hey, Rainer.
Hi, Moses. How are you
It's been a
doing?
long time.
I know. Good to see you, man.
Yeah, it's taken long for us to
Have a chat.
make this happen. Welcome.
This is a beautiful place, man.
Yeah, this is Queensway.
This is Queensway.
Queensway,
It's been here since I was, I think I remember when I was in my high school walking around here.
Well, Queensway has been here since 1950s.
1950s.
For 70 years.
Oh my goodness.
Queensway branch was actually the tallest building in the city.
In the city.
That time.
That tells you how long
And it was
Absa has been.
the only building with a lift. And so, modern technologies in financial services and in the country began to happen right here. In fact, on that
this side?
that corner over there was the first ever automated teller machine in the country.
First ATM.
First ATM in the 1990s.
Wow.
And this is where, ordinary Kenyans walked in and for the first time drew money from
it.
And this is the place where Kenya experienced its first automated teller machine. So Queensway for us as Absa epitomizes progress.
I'm assuming when it was launched first, there must have been a lot of excitement from people.
I mean, there was. I mean, you must remember the dancing robot.
Yes, I remember that. Yeah.
Exactly, right? And then before ATMs arrived in the country, you'd have people queuing around the street, waiting for a specific time.
I remember seeing queues out there
to come and do banking. But with the arrival of the first ATM in the country, and this is what technology does to business. Technology has transformed the industries from agriculture to industrial era to the internet to financial services. And along the way, Absa has been part of those revolutions. And in financial services, we think, we are doing our small part.
And there's a lot.
From those days,
This is commendable, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can see there's something else on the other side.
Yeah. So over time, because banking is less about doors must be open.
Yes.
So 24/7, 365, 366 days a year, people can do banking.
Yes.
Without having to worry about when these doors, these doors are closed or open. So in this space, we have 24/7 machines that allow you to deposit cash.
Yes.
And these bulk deposits. We've got quite a number of them here.
So if I have my cash, I come in here, I can do my deposits.
It's secure. You do your deposits. We do.
You can see there's already even one doing that. Okay.
Absolutely. We see over 100 customers.
So this is actually very good for SMEs. I mean, they're closing way past banking hours.
So we see over 100 customers after banking hours are closed using this facility on a 24/7 basis.
Whoa. Okay.
And we want to move more services from behind the glass to in front of the glass.
Do-it-yourself kind of thing as well.
Absolutely. Yeah. So.
Can't wait to walk around this building as well and see.
Yeah. There's a lot here we have to share. Share with you on what banking is becoming.
Okay.
But this building right here has that historical significance to financial services in the country.
Okay. Lovely.
Great.
So we go in?
Excellent. Let's go. Of course.
So this is
those days. There wasn't glass architecture. But you can see now carved glass is artistic works.
Beautiful.
Modernized colors. Vibrant experiences for customers. We've got.
When you walk in here.
You walk in and you can pick a ticket for any service that you need. So you no longer have to wait for all the services to be transacted. It's quite very automated, and you're called from the cashiers, and off you go.
I've seen that. That has killed the queues that we used to have.
Absolutely. So we've got sophisticated queue management systems that have evolved over time. You can actually pre-book from your app your time on the queue.
That's possible now.
You don't have to come and pick a physical ticket.
Okay.
You can go on your app.
Pre-book. No, this is the time I'm coming.
Yes. I'll come at 12:30. Just before before lunchtime. And once you arrive, you go straight into getting your service. So things are evolving in a fairly rapid way.
This is good.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love the seats as well. Customers would feel it's no longer those hard ones, even may say that.
Absolutely. I mean, just have an experience.
No. Yeah. This feels good.
You probably want to stay here longer, and the color is welcoming, so...
I wait for my number to be called, and then I get in there.
Absolutely, and you no longer have to stand. We have sitting spaces for customers as you serve them.
Yeah.
So you don't have to, as it used to be, sit down and
reach out
based on preference.
Yes.
Enjoy comfort.
How you doing, man?
Comfort of banking from my colleagues, Oscar.
I know.
That's my colleagues here.
Sure. Shall we have a seat a bit? Yeah. I mean, I love the new space and how banking is evolving, really. I mean, when I look at, as I said again, in my high school days, I used to crisscross town, and you'd see the queues. You would see how long guys would come and stay in the bank because they're just coming to just do a simple deposit. Now you're saying 24/7, easy to go. ATMs are now here, everything else, a lot of technology, mobile, we've seen that, all that. But, I'm interested to start this conversation by asking you first, you've told me about Queensway. How many years again?
So over 70 years.
70 years.
From 1951.
Yeah.
The doors have been open.
Absolutely. Yeah. So this is more like the pioneer branch in those days, right?
Well, I mean, of course, we've been around for over 100 years.
Absolutely. Yes.
And our first branch was down in Mombasa.
Yes.
But the real evolution of banking, with technology and things that we had never experienced in this country, started in Queensway. Queensway today has got over 120 staff members and thousands of customers. Yeah. So Queensway, it's one of those places we really love coming back.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Moses, thanks so much for having me here. And
thanks, Maina.
One of the things I've seen is really appreciating the journey and the technology and what we are seeing. But also, I have also seen a lot of changes happening. The last time you and I had a conversation, you were handling another different jurisdiction, I think, in the bank.
Yes.
Now you're dealing with consumers.
Yes.
I sort of would say you wanted to go to the ground, or what is it? But just tell me about this new change.
Yeah. Look, obviously 20 years in financial services, been privileged to work in different parts of the world. Yeah. I was hard-coded a finance man, did investment banking, and but this opportunity to head the consumer division was quite timely. After 18 years of being in finance, investment banking, treasury, and so on and so forth. Yeah. I was very privileged to join over 2,000 colleagues around the country to serve consumers of Absa. Okay. And it's a people business. All right. I can't remember last time I used a calculator. Yes. But I tell a lot of stories these days. I meet people, we have conversations, and we see where we can help.
Has it been a year yet?
Yeah, look, I started the role December last year. Yeah. So it's 10 months in. Okay. Feels great.
Why I'm saying that is because that's fair enough to know at least some of your perspectives and insights. 10 months is enough. You've walked around. You've gone to the ground.
Yes.
So would you share some insights, perspectives that you've seen, especially on that side now of the consumer banking?
Look, I mean, over the last 10 months, I've been out to 42 branches. Okay. Spending time with our colleagues and customers. And one thing you realize that is universal is, people want to be recognized for who they are. That financial services means very little if it's only about finance. Yeah. It means everything if financial services are there to advance people's lives and livelihoods. Yeah. That we only play a supporting cast to the broader and greater stories of people. Yeah. At Absa, we like to call it your story matters. We're only there to enable your story. Yeah. Because everyone has got this unique story. So everybody's story is unique, and we realize that the more people you speak to, the more you realize people want a platform to express their stories. Yeah. Or they want partners to help them along their life stories. Yeah. It's that realization that actually people matter. People matter. We'll forget the numbers, we'll remember the stories. Yeah. Is one that is, hits me every so often as I go around the country with my colleagues and see our customers. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
In appreciation of your transformation, definitely going through the rebrand and what you're seeing, how is it going along when you look at the brand and the transformation that's happening?
Right. Yeah. So, the bank has been around for over 100 years, and the brand has metamorphosed over that period of time. Yeah. I think we're at a period where the Absa brand is much, much more locally connected and locally relevant than in our history. Of course, building on a strong legacy to where we are today. You're finding us in the corners around the country, whether it's in Kaptagat, planting trees with athletes, or it's in Kilifi, helping a school of less enabled children, setting up computer labs there, or in Garissa, making sure we are doing donations to the communities on that side. Helping small businesses, from Kariobangi, where we have a branch, to the high streets of Queensway at the CBD. So, the brand is a lot more locally relevant. And we think by being very close to the market, very close to people. The other day I was in Eldred. We hosted Sirikwa Classics. It's an event that brings under 5 years to run, but over 60s to run. And it's the biggest athletics event outside the capital. Very hidden asset. But you see what it does to that community in the Rift Valley, because people come from all the way from Nandi to Kericho to Elgeyo Marakwet into Eldred for that event. So Absa being part of pulling these communities together to find a meaning in what they do makes the brand feel good about what we're doing.
Okay. Wow, lovely. And, I love the historic place that we've come to have this conversation. In fact, our viewers, if you hear some of the noises, we just ambushed a branch to just have these conversations. But anyway, back to the story of this new venture for you in the consumer banking. So what is in the offing? What are you planning? Are there some initiatives you're up to ensure that your consumers are happy?
So